Coach Max gets the podium with your questions.
Max, how would you characterize the day for the offense?
It's tough. It was challenging today. I thought they did a lot of good stuff on defense. But for us, I think the overall feeling in the room is that we kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit. We didn't execute to the best of our ability. It was the small details that we didn't execute very well today. And that's why we lost the game today.
PJ came into the offensive huddle on the sideline before that drive that ended in a fumble. What was his message to you guys as you guys were looking to maybe close it out there?
Yeah.
Up to?
Yeah, it's always the message is always the same. It's 1-0. It's grounding for us. We have a goal and a standard that we work for as an offense, and the message to get us back to that kind of mindset is always 1-0. Don't sweat the small details. We didn't do well the first couple of drives or the drive before. It's all about right now, and we try to do our best to stay in the present and work on staying on 1-0 every single drive.
Do you feel you had too many third and longs today?
It's struggle. Yeah, it's always hard when you're behind the sticks, and it's hard for any offense. It's challenging to be behind the sticks and really keep the chains moving. And that's the small details that we can, as an offense, do better. Whether it's completing a better ball, earlier downs, and making sure that we're in second and manageable and not second and 10, and putting the offense in a hard spot. So we'll go back to the tape and look at what we could have done better and get ready for this bye week and make sure that we build ourselves up to the standard.
Max, I know you guys lose as a team, but what did you feel like were some of the issues protection-wise?
I don't know. It's something I have to go back and look at. You always have a feel of how it goes, and then sometimes it's right or wrong when you look at the tape after. And I thought the guys did fine in front today, and I thought they blocked their tails off today. And I could have made them better in some instances, setting up blocks better, and getting out of the pocket, or maybe stay in the pocket and not causing them to reach for stuff they don't need to. And that's on me. And we'll go back to the tape and look at it and see how we get better.
Over the last 3 games, they had given up an average of like 40 points. Were you seeing a different team out there today?
I think that was kind of the same Rutgers team. I think they're gritty on defense. They're sound. They make plays in the backfield. They're all around sound defense. And for us to come out here, for us it's always pushing ourselves to the best of our ability, no matter who's in the field. And I thought that we thought that we could have played a lot better than we did, and we know we're a better football team. And that's the best part of this team is we don't look down at that and hang our heads and we lost going to the bye week. It's a feeling of getting backed up in a corner and getting ready to fight.
What was the message from Harlow after?
It's always the first thing is always I love you. We work so hard together, just him and me personally, but also as an offense, and that work doesn't go unnoticed. We put so much time and effort in, and whether it's a win or loss on Saturday, I think we're proud at the end of the day of how much time and effort we put into the game, and the outcome is the outcome.
Is it a weird feeling simply walking off saying we lost?
That's football. It really is football. It's one team's going to win and one team's going to lose, and whatever team plays better that day is the one that's going to walk off victorious. And we didn't play our best football today, and that's why we lost. So we're going to go back to the drawing board and get back into up to our standard.
It seemed like their cornerbacks were on your receivers pretty tight.
Can you repeat that question? Sorry.
It seemed like their cornerbacks were on your receivers pretty tight the whole game.
I thought it was off and on. I think our scheme was great today. It was a matter of execution. Me putting the ball in a better spot. Helping the receivers out. Moving protection a little bit to help the O-line out. I got to do a better job with what I can do in the pocket to help the offense out. But again, we'll go back to the tape and look at it and see how we can get better.
What did PJ say to the team post-game?
Messages, number one, always, I love you. Proud of the work you put in. And don't hang your head. It's one team's going to lose, one team's going to win. And we didn't play our best football. We know that. We earned what we got, and we know that. So we're going to take the words he gave us and take the message. Leave the event and continue to grow from here.
What do you say to a guy like Jamison, who obviously doesn't want to be in that light at that moment?
Yeah, it's hard. It's difficult. It's football though. That's how football is going to go. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, and it's going to go one way or another. And we all work so hard to make sure that outcome is positive. But at the end of the day, they got people on scholarship too, and we know how talented Jamison is, and we love working with him. I love working with him, and he's got our utmost confidence the rest of the season, and he's one of my favorite targets. He's just he's an outstanding football player, and I can't wait to see how he grows from here.
All right. Thank you, Max.
Thanks, guys.
He gets up here, we'll take questions.
Ethan, what was the challenge with Rutgers passing game, especially the first half with RPO slants and then some of the balls off of that?
Yeah, we just got to go out there and trust our technique. I feel like we got to go back into the drawing board and get right back to trusting our technique with everything we do. We were in good positions. I felt like we just got to make plays on the ball.
What was the message from Heatherman at halftime?
Keep going, keep digging. I mean, we've been there before. Keep working, keep fighting, and just keep holding in our techniques and do our jobs. Trust everybody's going to do their jobs, which I felt like we did a better job at going out in the second half.
Did you see everything in the week that you guys weren't sitting on a 4-game winning streak and thinking about bowl eligibility? Did you see everything you needed to preparation-wise?
Yeah. I mean, we prepare the same way every week. It's 1-0 mentality, 1-0 championship season every week, every day in the building. So we definitely prepared for the game. Nobody was focused on anything in the future. We take every day one day at a time.
Did you think it was going to have to be a shutout in the second half to win the game?
I mean, that's always our mentality going into it from the jump. We didn't you never want to. If they don't score, they don't win. So the goal coming out of the game from the jump is to never let them score. So it's the same mentality that we carry throughout the whole game.
What was your impression of Ethan tonight?
He's a solid quarterback, strong arm. He played well. Just nothing bad to say about him.
Any more for Ethan?
I appreciate it, y'all. Have a nice day.
Oh, thanks. Take questions for Cody.
Cody, what was the challenge with their scheme? Kirk Sieracki at RPO, slant, and go balls off of it, some of the challenges that they presented?
Yeah, they showed us a lot of looks. I think it was honestly just doing our job a little bit better, and that's it's all levels. It's not just one person. It's not one position group. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna take away anything from that team. That's a really good football team. The offense did a lot of good things. We just gotta clean up some things, a little more detailed in our job and responsibilities, and then yeah, I mean, just playing a little more complementary. Whether it's front guys getting up there, rushing the passer, covering linebackers, mixing between everything, and then just gluing it all together. So it's not one person, not one position group. It's a combined effort.
What did you think was working in the second half? It looked like some more consistent pressure was really disruptive for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, this is like a bland response, but it's just doing what we do at a good at how we know we're supposed to do it and how we can do it. When we get away from that, whether it's abandoning our techniques, eyes in the wrong spots, things of that nature, is when we tend to see those longer plays get out, guys not in the right spot, ball leaking out here. So yeah, it's just doing what we do and executing at at elite level in the way that we know we can, and we've seen ourselves do it all the time. It's just having that commitment and then that intentionality to do it.
You guys forced 4 consecutive punts in the second half. Did it feel like whoever was going to blink was going to lose that game?
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 very good football teams, 2 sound football teams who I think are a lot alike. Teams are going to run the ball, they're going to play sound defense. So yeah, it's just who is going to do their scheme better, who is going to do what they're really good at better than the other team. It wasn't ever about we're going to go out there and beat them at whatever they do. It's, are we going to do what we do better than what they do? So it's, again, it was the details, it was the maybe possible communication at certain points that got us away from those things, and they took advantage of it. So we got to make sure that we don't give them those opportunities to take advantage of those situations.
PG talked about missed tackles after the game. What do you think were some of the issues there?
Yeah, it's keeping your eyes up, running your feet, swarming to the ball, because if a guy misses a tackle, there's got to be another guy there running to the ball. Because if you take your shot and you make a guy change directions, make him go east-west, he's not gaining ground, so there's got to be other guys getting there, swarming to the ball. But yeah, it's keeping your eyes up, using the tackling system, and then when you get there, make that available play. So it's a lot of those things come into play.
Been around Ethan for a number of years. What did you see in him today?
I mean, poise in the pocket. got him off the spot a little bit, you know, made him throw some incomplete balls when we get him out of that pocket. But again, it's just we got to do what we do at a better level than what we did today. And that's what we talk about. That's what we preach. It's you know, it's us versus us. Again, not to take away anything from that team. That was a very solid offense, very good. You know, all three levels of that team. But we just, again, got to do what we do better.
Anything for Cody?
Yeah,
Last
so
one,
you
go
go
ahead.
up to Ethan post-game, a lot of teammates did. What'd you say to him afterwards?
You know, I mean, again, at the end of the day, football is what we do. So I mean, he was still a friend from the team. You know, we had connections, and that had nothing to do with what was going on in the game. You know, it's a football game at the end of the day. But I'm sorry. But after that, you know, shook his hand, said what's up, and again, just said it was good to see him. So and just, you know, told him stay healthy the rest of the season, continued success. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Cody.
Thank you, everybody.
Cody saw number 7, game sealing interception.
Yes, sir.
You see
Yes,
the
sir.
interception, yeah.
That's it.
Okay.